it's funny the stuff that you really like or things that have impacted you in your lifetime. Um, Sometimes you just randomly have vivid imagery in your mind, right? So one of the things that I was having a vivid image of in my head is um the Matrix frequently, which is what I frequently talk about, right? Um, Here's the deal, y'all. I just realized something again about that movie. The metaphor that was transliterated to, right? And so I frequently say that I'm Morpheus, but I recognize that I'm 1000% Neo, right? Like I identify with a lot of characters, even with sometimes with the cartoons and all of that stuff that I talk about. I identify with multiple characters, and that's literally one of the reasons why I created this character called Mr. Uncanny, right? Is because he utilizes different abilities from the characters that he grew up with, and that's me. That's 1000% me. It's not a character. It is my character. It is the way I conduct myself through life. In certain situations, I emphasize certain attributes of particular characters that I grew up on, right? And so, in this particular vivid imagery that I had with the Matrix, I realized that um, when the scene on the first one, so the scene when Morpheus get hemmed up by the agents, that's basically, check this out. All right, check this out, man. This is gonna trip you out. That's basically dude being reintroduced into his old habit, which was probably drugs. His old drug man was the agent, and Agent Smith, and Agent Smith was his pusher. Hemmed him up, had him in the crack house, whatever, however you want to look at it, right? He put him in a position to where he was stuck again in that habit loop. Now, when you think of that scene, you'll look at it completely different, because as Agent Smith is talking to him, it's really Morpheus talking to himself. Or let's put it into something else that people understand, right? The Jesus and the devil situation, right? When he goes up to an unusually high mountain, and the devil is like, "Hey, I can give you all of these things," right? And Jesus is like, "No, man, I'm not trying to hear that. What are you talking about? It's written." But if you look at the Matrix situation, what happened to Morpheus is he fell off. He fell off and got captured, right? He fell off and got captured and ended up going back into his old patterns of smoking dope or drinking or in that bad relationship, whatever it is. You can metaphorically transliterate that into any one of these situations. The thing is that he went back into an old habit pattern. And that's what, unfortunately, man, look, that's what a lot of y'all ready to do. That's what a lot of y'all ready to do. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. I'm very observant. I'm analyzing and breaking down my life like I've never done before. And what I've seen is that people are readily jumping back into their old patterns, and then they try and blame this and they try and blame that and they try and blame this and they try and blame that, and it's like, it's you, it's you. And that's just the truth. It may sound harsh, but I realize anytime I ever go back into doing something, whether it be you know old patterns of relationships, old patterns of whatever, it was me making a choice to go back. Very simple. Very, very simple. It's me making the choice to go back, because I can completely say no. I can completely just say, no, I'm not going back. with what I've identified going through this mind expanding experiment again, because I've already attempted this, right? I've already attempted to go into the realm of, okay, no pornography, none of that, no extracurricular stuff, none of that stuff, right? I've already gone into this wave before. What pulled me back? Now I can say, "Oh, things were hard. I wasn't getting enough sleep, this, that, and the other." Um, I could say that. I could say, "Oh, this unforeseen occurrence happened to, blah blah blah," and then, that caused me. I could say that. I could say, "Man, I got really blah blah blah," and I decided to just stop. You have to understand, y'all. You have to understand that it's you deciding to go back, and you're using an excuse to go back. You're using an excuse to make you feel better to go back. Listen, man, I'm recognizing, cuz now that I'm aware of that, that's what makes this even trippier. Okay? Because now that I'm aware of that, I can't go back. I can't go back. And if I do go back, I know I'm making the choice. That's deep. That's real deep. And that's the great power and the great responsibility that has been bestowed upon you. The more aware you try to make yourself, the more aware in the awareness realm you go, that's the matrix, y'all. The more you start recognizing, oh no, that's a glitch in the matrix, that's a glitch in the matrix, that's a glitch in the matrix, you're not going back. You're not going back unless you choose to. Unless you choose to. So again, he hemmed up by the agents, right? He in there smoking, shooting up, whatever the case may be, right? That's what it seemed like. They giving him the injections. It could seem like they're giving him the injections, but what if they're not even real? Because they're really not. Those agents really aren't really even real. What if those are his buddies? What if those are his friends? Or what if it's himself giving himself injections? Right? Think about it like that. It's himself giving himself injections. But then guess what? Because of his history of what he was doing, which is why this is important, because some people be like, oh, it don't matter what you did before in the past. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. Because of Morpheus's great history, and because he dropped all of that stuff before, and he did find Neo, guess what happened? Neo came back for him. So you got to think about the impact that you're putting out here. You could literally find somebody that when you fall off, they're there for you. They come and save you. They give you just the right word. They give you just enough to get back on track. And even so, sometimes what happened? Morpheus, hey, yo, he got up, he's snatching the stuff off, he ready to go. He like, yep, I'm back on track. He jumped. Guess what Neo said? Which is the title. He's not gonna make it. And that's the position that some of y'all gonna be in. That's the position that some of us we're gonna be faced with. You gonna really try real hard to get back on track, and it's like, nope, you're not gonna make it. So what seeds have you planted? What have you done in your pursuit of trying to become? What have you done to be able to have that help, which is the hero story? Which is the hero story. If you going into the hero route, you're planting seeds of support. You're planting seeds of support. And when you most need it, when you really fall off, because God is not going to test you beyond what you can bear. And if that so happens, the support will show up seemingly out of nowhere. It happens all the time. I've seen it. It's real. It's not just in the movies. It is a real life thing. I have analyzed it. I've studied it. I've watched it. I know this is the truth. I know it. If you don't get the support, that means you're strong enough to get through it. But if it is unbearable, there will be someone there. And they'll give you just enough to get back on track. And that's what he did. He ran up, he catched him, boom, in midair. Oh man, he's not gonna make this jump. He trying to make the jump. I get it. He back. Yeah, okay, he kind of back. But let me help him out though. Jumped out, caught him. He almost fell, slipped. Oh, hanging on by a thread. And it was rocky. They flying around, the planes going down. They get the helicopter gets shot. They trying to figure out he give them a safe place to land. Y'all, metaphorically, this is going to happen. Do you understand? Do you understand? All of the collective minds, not just the people who wrote it, all of the collective minds that gear this vision to life, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what's happening, but I can see it now because I'm making videos over and over and over and over and over again. And that's become my Bruce Lee one kick. To where now I see way deeper into movies, into videos, into commercials, into TV shows, into all of that. It's way deeper than just entertainment. Why? Not because there's some large agenda, which there may be, but it's not just that. It's because of all of the collective minds that are working in unison towards one vision. That's why. And you got to ask yourself, well, what's happening in that process? What's happening in that process? Well, what happens when we all say, yo, we're going to stop at red lights? What happens when we all say, hey, that law is going to be passed? We're passing that law. Do you see what's really going on here, y'all? That's subatomic because it's right in front of your face. It's right in front of your face, but you still can't see it. It's like the dust particles. They right here. They're all around, but you can't see them. It appears to be clear, but there's dust particles all around here, all on the camera. Y'all got to start seeing deeper into what you're doing and what you're allowing to stop you. You got to see deeper. It's much deeper than that. You have to build the fortitude of becoming unstoppable. Otherwise, as the title says, you're not going to make it. You're going to go back into the loop and it's going to reset your clock over and over and over again. And you don't know how long it resets at a random time every single time. So you fall off this time, it might reset you 3 days. You fall off the next time, it might set you back 3 months. You fall off another time, it might set you back 3 years. You don't know. You don't know. That's why you got to stay on it. And as Jesus said, those who will be faithful in least will be faithful in most. Why? Because when you break it down on the most simplistic form, it's the easy things that if you can do them consistently, Something very easy. If you can do it for an extended period of time, you will translate that to anything in your life. I'm just saying, y'all, this is what I'm dead. I want to have fun, man. I get it. I was talking to my son just not too long ago. I'm like, dude, I get it. You want to have fun all the time, but dude, I'm gonna show you it's serious out here. I'm hitting them hard with some information, man. At 5 years old, I'm like, dude, look, I'm gonna let you know it's cool. And there are particular times where I choose to, the whole day is for fun. I said, but dude, that ain't every day. You gotta pay attention. You gotta be aware. It's a bunch of stuff going on out here, and you have to make sure you're ready. You can't allow stuff to throw you off. You have to stay focused. That's literally why I fully understand now, and I'm extremely grateful for going through the experience I went through with helping build $1 million company, because it showed me what I needed to become to do this, to build the Mindset Matters Institute, because that's what matters, is what's up here. That's why it was time for me to start what is going to help the world find its purpose. So again, I'm not looking for normal people. I'm not looking for the basic. I'm not looking for people that's kind of scared. I'm not looking for people that is like, I don't know. I'm looking for the ones that's like, no, wait a minute. I've been paying attention and there's something to this. Those are the ones I'm looking for. And it's not a lot of people that's ready for that action. It's not a lot of people that even want to see that action, because once they see it, just like the dude, I'm telling you, y'all, it shows you a lot of what happens when you awaken. Just like the dude who ended up, what was his name, Cypher. Yeah, you might go rogue, you might go dark, because once you realize everything that's going on, once you realize what you really got to go through, once you realize what you really must do, what you're called to do, you might get upset. You might be like, oh no, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. When you finally really truly find out what your purpose is, you might be like, I did not want this. I had to ask myself that. 1,000. I'm dead serious. I was like, dang, dude, I'm over here sitting here talking about, yeah, I want to save the world. Haha. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Kev. It's all fun. It seems cool, right? Yeah, the superheroes, they make it look nice, right? The movies, they make it look real smooth, right? I had no idea. God, like, oh, okay, well, look, based off of your skill set, Kev, I know exactly how I'm gonna use you. And I'm starting to identify it. And I'm like, oh, and there was a moment where I was like, okay, but I didn't, no, I wasn't, wait a minute. I didn't see that one. I didn't see that aspect of, okay, I get it. I got it in me. I get it. But man, do I really want to do that? Dang. Okay. Wow. Wow. This isn't going to be as fun as I thought. At least not in the direction of what I thought was fun, right? My physical thinking of fun, right? I'm like, oh man, no, no, you gotta help. You gotta help, dude. I gotta help a lot of, for me specifically, just to be 100 with y'all, is there's a lot of women that need help out here, man. There's a lot of women that went through trauma as children. And that for some reason they gravitate to me. I have no idea, because I haven't been through, I mean, I've been through a little child trauma, just a little bit, but nowhere near the type of stuff that sometimes women go through, right? Because dudes don't know how to control themselves. I'm ready to smack people up. I realize, like, another character that I identify with, the Equalizer. Y'all watch the Equalizer. Yeah, that's me all day. That's me 1000%. It's it's interesting because going in a position and trying to be this whatever you're trying to be, this legendary character of you have no idea, man. You have no idea where you're actually truly going to help. And that's hard for me, y'all, like straight up, because especially now, but it's a loop, man. It's a loop. A lot of the beautiful women that y'all might be scared to talk to have had some pretty messed up histories, dude. Have had some pretty messed up trauma in their childhood, dude, because dudes don't know how to control themselves. So it's like we gotta cut the loop. We gotta cut the loop, man. And it's not even it doesn't even they don't even have to be extravagantly beautiful, man. It's just dudes don't know how to control themselves. Period. Period. And I see now, okay, that's what I'm here to champion. That's why he like, Kev, you need to go on this retention plan. Kev, you need to make sure that you're not watching these things. Kev, you need to make sure you take control of your mind and your body, dude, because these dudes don't know how to control themselves, dog. And I need you to go into this realm so that you can help them to see what's up, man. Because if you don't and you decide, oh, okay, yeah, no, it's cool to just be a little, a little promiscuous. It's cool to just do this, that, and the other. Then you're going to mess up the loop, man. You're gonna basically continue the whole loop all over again. And it's like, all right, all right. Because on one hand, it's like, yes, do would I want to welcome a whole bunch of beautiful women? 100%. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's like, oh yeah, of course, of course. Who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't? But then once I realized all of the trauma, I'm like, wait, no, something else is happening here. What's going on? So I started paying more attention. I start asking more questions. I'll literally walk up to some beautiful women. I'd be like, what was your childhood like? I'm dead serious. Like, have you always been called beautiful your whole life? Does that get irritating? What's been happening in that process? Have you been getting a lot of stuff for free? Has your life been easy? What else has happened? Has there been some crazy things that happened? I've literally asked these questions, man. I'm a psychiatrist without the credentials, dude. I'm dead serious trying to figure things out. Like, what is going on here? What is going on here? And it's like, wow, it's way deeper than I expected. And so I got to keep it together, dude. I got to keep it together. And if they somehow find this physical whatever and they're like, oh, yeah, he looks this type of way. So I'm going to at least listen to him for a moment. Then guess what? I got to use this for God's purpose. Not for my own, not for my own personal gain. It's for me to be like, oh, okay, well, guess what? I'm about to really hit you with some hard information. And I've done that a few times, and it's kind of made me sad because they've been like, oh no, I wasn't ready for that. Some of them was like, yo, I'm just trying to get with you. And I didn't even know that at first because it's like, yeah, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games with the let's talk mindset until I realized, oh no, you different, dog. You on something completely different. You not actually trying to get with me on this mental stuff. You actually trying to help me? What is that? I've never seen that before. I'm out. That don't even seem real. I'm this is it. Listen, man. Listen. Listen, man. Like just oh man, yeah, I just saw this. Yeah, this is it. This is the answer right here. Stop with the surface level BS. 1000%, Zach. 1000%, dog. Because I don't even care how I look no more, dude. To be honest with you, I mean, obviously, I'm trying to be presentable and stuff like that. But what I mean is, that's not my driving factor of like, oh, I look certain type of way, I'm dressed in a certain type of way, so that I can be attractive. No, that's no longer the case. It's no longer that no longer matters. That doesn't matter anymore. And if I can stay in this suspended state and look appealing to even younger ones still, to where it's being I'm using this and I'm like, God, show me what I need to do. Show me what I need to do here. Leave me in my thoughts, words, and actions. I'm not trying to create these relationships. I'm not trying to mess up these timelines all over again so that these women could be like, yeah, he cool. He got a lot of info, but he basically the same though. He basically the same dude. You know, they all can't really control themselves when it comes to this realm of sexuality. So what's the difference? That's why I just posted the thing. You gotta be different, not normal. If you want to be normal, then go ahead, be normal. Go ahead. And you'll go through a normal process of living. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for those type of people. I'm looking for the legends. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking for the legends. That's the type of realm I'm going in, man. I'm not. I get real leery around. I get real leery around creating new relationships with dudes because I'm like, they don't get it, man. They don't get it, and if they do get it, I'll attract them, and we'll talk, and we'll create conversation, and I'll see what they own. But as soon as they start bringing up some, oh, this chick about that, I'm out. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I'm on a mission to help save the world, man. I'm helping the world find its purpose. And part of that purpose on my side and within my power is, Kev, help to break this trauma that's going on. You got to help break this trauma, dude. Because this is causing a 7, 8 generation, like 8 generations, dude. It's messing up, dude. That's why it's got to stop. Because all of the pornography, all of that stuff is keeping us in this terrible loop, in this ridiculous loop, man. So again, all of this is to circle back. All of this, man, is to find the legends, dude. All of this is to find the legends, man. For cats that really won't change, man. That really want to change this life, dude. I'm dead serious with it. I found it. This is it. I'm going to the grave with this, y'all. If I even go there. You know what I mean? I'm going all the way till I can't no more with this. If there comes to a point where I can't, this is it, dude. Because I'm trying to change the fabric of reality for the future. For the future, man. Let's see. When you think about it, you think, how would I want my daughter to be treated? I get it. The moralistic view of it, make the right one see, man. And Chris, I even that, what's crazy, dog, is that that's a great point. First and foremost, that's a great point. But that didn't even help me, dude. Somebody said that, you know, and they were like, try and picture it as your daughter, and that just wasn't enough for me, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy because I have a daughter now, right? But I still feel the way that I feel as a parent is interesting because I don't truly feel connected to my children. I love them and I want to show them. I want to I just want to raise the best human beings possible, right? It really has nothing to do with me. I just want to raise the best human beings I possibly can because I know that they're the future, right? And so in that aspect, for me, it was more of like, yo, I'm done with all of the nonsense that's going on in life. Period. Period, dog. Like, somebody got to stand up and be like, yo, it's time to end this. And is that going to cause probably a mass, like, because a lot of people gonna fight, like, no, the pornography is great and this, that, it's not hurting anybody. It's a lot of people that's gonna fight against it. I already know. But I'm already set up. I'm already set up to be like, I do not care what you think. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It ain't been working. It's creating this trafficking. It's creating wrong mindsets to where dudes can't control themselves. They messing with young kids, young boys, young girls. All of them. They doing the whole thing. Why? Because you're desensitized. You get to a level of desensitization and you start going for extra because some people take it too far. They go further. They go further. And that's what drugs do to you. They go further. But really it's a choice. Really it's a choice. It ain't got nothing chemically, nothing. Really it's a choice. Really it's people choosing to go further and further because they're not trying to take control of their minds. That's why. So and I've heard a bunch of them, y'all. Out of the multitude of stories that I've heard where women were like, "Dude, yeah, this happened to me as a kid." I'm like, "Why do I keep hearing this?" That's what I thought. I was like, "Why do I keep hearing this though? Like why am I the one that people are telling this to?" Must be because I'm supposed to do something about it. So I'm like, "All right. Okay. Let's do that then." So is this going to be the sensational, talking about money and all of this extra stuff? No, it's not. It's something that people really don't want to talk about, to be honest with you. But these are the conversations that need to be had because it's got to stop. It's happening behind closed doors and it's got to stop. We got to have open conversations like, yo, this got to stop. So in this process, y'all, some of y'all not gonna make it, dude, because it is not easy. It is not easy. And at the same time, it's easy because you just gotta make the choice. Right? I'm only fighting against myself with this retention plan. I'm only fighting against my own wants and tendencies and desires. Right? It's just me. It's really just me saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go in this realm. Don't go too far here. Don't do this. That's really all it is with everybody. They're just fighting against themselves. Ain't nobody pressuring you to do anything. No matter how seductive, how the women are deciding to dress, no matter how that's being presented, to be honest with you, at the end of the day, we're making a choice. Even if they come to us, which is what a lot of my relationships have been, y'all, to be 100 with you. I haven't reached out to women. They came to me like, yo, no, I'm getting you. And I've just been like, oh, okay, cool. That's great. Wow. How great is it to have somebody beautiful to run up on you and be like, yo, I want you. Oh, yeah, that's a great feeling. That's wonderful. And then what did I learn in that process? Oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong here. Two things. One, oh, I'm allowing this to happen and not really doing my homework because they're only attracted to me because they need help for the most part. So it's for us to really, really pay attention, man. And it's like that's a lot of work, man. So again, like the title say, some of y'all won't make it. But I'm here. I'm here, and what I know I've been super consistent at is showing up here every Tuesday at 7:30 to give you some info. So I'm here to catch you. I'm here to catch you. I'm here to make you more aware. That's how it's going down. That's how it's going down. I'm here to literally catch you. Once you jump out the building trying to jump into the helicopter, I'm here to catch you. That's what I've decided. And so the choice is yours. You can either join the legends or not. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that some of y'all won't make it. And it affects me sometimes because I've already seen it. A couple people, I've already seen it. Some of them may make it. Again, I don't know what they thought I was on, man. They thought I was on maybe trying to get with them or something, and they fell off completely. And I'm like, you must have thought I was a fool. And not necessarily them thinking I was a fool. They just stuck in the old habit. They just stuck in the loop. You know, they're into the sensational, like, oh yeah, oh, everything you're saying is so great. I can't wait to be with you. No, dude, I'm your coach. I'm here to help coach you, to help guide you to where you're supposed to be at. So you can break this trauma. Otherwise, you just gonna repeat the trauma. You're gonna keep repeating the trauma. You're gonna get into another relationship and realize, oh, I'm repeating the trauma. Who wants to do that? Nobody, none of us want to do that. But you gotta be active. You gotta actively jump into it and be like, nope, I'm breaking it now. I'm done. Otherwise, you just go through a loop. And again, I told you, the next time you go through the loop, you have no idea how long it's gonna take. It could set you back 3 years. It could set you back 5 years, 10 years. That's risky. That's real risky. And it's risky in the wrong direction. Um, but yeah, it's so difficult. You have to be intentional about what you want in life. Think about what you look at, listen to, who you associate with. Are those things serving the life you want? Yeah. That's why, man, I'm telling you, Zach, you don't know, man, Chris, Zach, y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all, dude. 1000%, man. I'm telling you, dude, y'all legends. Jenna, legends, dude. Figs, legends, man. Meeks jumped into the chat today on some legendary. I'm like, oh, I felt it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is it. I felt that. I'm like, oh, it's on and popping. She woke up legendary, talking legendary. Oh yeah, we're on to something here, guys. We're on to something here, guys. Yes, indeed. It is on and popping, man. It's on and popping. And I'm just like, okay, just be patient, just keep going, keep moving, being intentional. It's on and popping, dude. Because that's the type of stuff that rewards me. Yeah, the money, the whatever. No, it's when somebody wake up. Like, nope, hold up. She just got up in the hallway, like, no, no, and stopped all the bullets. Like, oh, hold on. But that's again, that's when you hit a new level. That's when you hit a new level. And you only gonna do that through consistency. You're only going to do that when you break through your old consistency pattern. You have to hit a new level of consistency. You got to keep track of your consistency. How long have you been consistent? Has it been a month? If that's your longest, you got to break through that. You got to go 2 months now, or a month and a half, or a month and 5 days. You got to break over that month. But if you look at your life and you realize, oh, I've been in a loop, you got to keep track of how consistent you've been in a particular area. And then you got to break through that. And you have to break through that. And stuff is going to show up. I don't care if it's relationships, it's job, it's people, it's things, it's everything is going to show up. Once you start hitting a level of consistency, something's going to happen to say, are you going to stop or are you going to keep going? That's it. That's the baseline of what happens every single time, y'all. I've seen it. I've studied it. I watched it. I know exactly what happens. It happens every single time. And you have the choice. You gonna stop or you're gonna keep going. That's it. And you're not gonna readily see it. Even when you keep going, you're not gonna readily see the effects that happen. But I guarantee I guarantee you, I have been studying this for years. I guarantee you, if you break through your old consistency loop, you are going to grow into change. You're going to grow like you've never before grown. You got to be willing to do it though. And you got to recognize it. You gotta see it. You gotta identify it. That's the glitch. That's when you really seeing the glitch. Otherwise, it's cool to talk about it. It's cool to say, oh, yeah, I see the Matrix, blah, blah, blah. No. But are you really in your life paying attention, though? Are you really taking down the data? Are you really analyzing what's going on in your life and being like, wait a minute. Okay, so I've been doing these practices. I've been doing this stuff. How long have I been doing it? Okay, so I've been doing it for about 3 weeks, and then now something's happening. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait, and I'm a oh, okay, maybe I fall off this time, but then I'm gonna build up another 3 weeks again, and I'm gonna wait. And I'm gonna wait to see if something happened again. And I promise you somewhere in that time frame, something's going to happen again. And you're gonna be like, oh my, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's when you wake up in the hallway. And then you stop the bullets and you start realizing and you see the Matrix code all over the walls. But yeah. Listen, man, only legends gonna catch on to this, man. I'm telling you, because I'm so far into the future, y'all. It's just gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time for people to catch up. Just like everything else, man. It's like crypto should have been blew up. To be 100 with y'all, it should have been blew up. But I see now, I'm like, oh, it's gonna take a grip for people to really catch on. Wow, how interesting is that? Even though there's full infrastructure set up, it's still taking the entire world a ridiculous amount of time to catch up to what's really going on. That's why I don't even talk about it, man, because I'm just like, dude, that's way nope, that just nope. Let me focus on what I'm actually passionate about. Let me focus on what real people really need to work on. And guess what? Through me doing this is what might make that blow up. Because then you'll really start to understand. Because then you'll really start to understand. But right now, the concepts they're foreign. They don't make sense, man, because of all of the all of the deprogramming that has to happen. And it's like, man, we got a lot of work ahead of ourselves, y'all. And I'm just like, all right, let's saddle up. Here we go, man. That's why I'm not tripping on this stuff, man. I'm not tripping on the institute people joining. I'm like, I know, y'all. Now I know. Now I know this is what needs to happen. And there's multiple people that have told me, oh yeah, that's what the world need, man. And I'm like, so join. No, nah, not right now. Not right now. Not right now. It's like, I get it. I get it, man. I get it. So that's part of God's direction. Like, Kev, be patient. Let me teach you some more patience. When I thought I had a freaking unlimited amount of it already, there is no such thing. It's infinite. Patience is infinite, y'all. All right. But yeah, I've already gone very, very long here. This is only gonna catch a few people, man. A few Neos, man. It was only one Neo in the Matrix system as far as you could see, right? And so it's gonna be it's only gonna be a few of y'all that's really gonna get it, man. And take it how you want. It's the truth though. It's simply the truth. But yeah, man. And I'm doing this because I care about you guys. I care about life, man. I want this stuff to change. I really want you to live a better life. I want everybody to be happy, dude. You know, like, cause why not? Cause why not? Cause why not? And to me, it's not going in the same direction of everybody else. Talking about, oh, you gotta build this wealth and blah blah. Blah. It's no, dude. No, dude. That's not it, man. We've been trying to do that, and that ain't working. We've been trying to do that, and that ain't working. You gotta fix this first. Fix this first, then we'll start talking. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. What is my thinking? Is it moving me towards where I'm trying to go? And not houses, cars, clothes, blah, blah, blah. Not that, which is why I kind of scaled off of the gear. If you want some gear, you can get it, man, because it's just a representation of how you feel, right? But I kind of scaled off of that because I'm like, nah, I gotta something else, man. I gotta do something else, dude. And I'm going to push an initiative because what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start um making proceeds from your purchases from the clothing to go towards a charity or something like that. Because it's time to think different. It's time to think different. But understand, y'all, the Mindset Matters Institute, everybody that's a part of it, we are legends. I'm gonna let you know that right now. It's already locked in. It's already locked in. We are legends. And you gonna see us. You gonna see us on a global scale. You gonna see us on the massive. They gonna try and stop it, man, but it's not. It can't be stopped, man. It can't be stopped. And as long as I keep myself together and I do everything I can to stay in alignment with with what God's direction is, we coming hardcore, y'all. We coming. I put that's a lot. I put some heavy responsibility on myself, straight up. But I'm like, I asked to be super. I asked to save the world. What the heck? You think it's gonna be easy? You think it's gonna be easy? Nah, dog. Nah, you're gonna have to go into a completely different realm than everybody else. Period. Don't play games with yourself, man. Don't be like, oh yeah, it's cool, and then slip back into old habit patterns. Like, no, it's over, dog. It's over. It's over, man. It's now or never. It's now or never, man. So yeah, look out for that, y'all. I did get a lot of the next program, the Mindset Matters Triple Threat program, done. Um, a lot of the classes aren't really ready for it yet, so I'm going to continue to build it and refine it. And then me and Zach, we've been through the elements of life, the whole 77 days. Shout out to Zach again, making it through the whole 77 days. Very consistent, man. That's to be commended, bro. You're freaking amazing, and you've held me accountable. You've kept me going. To make it through 77 days is a milestone. And that's just to do homework, man. I wasn't even a homework person when I was in high school, dog. I hated homework, man. I hated it. But I realized how important it is. It's pretty important because that's a very small thing in the grand scheme of things. And what that does is it builds your consistency muscle. That's all it does. You can do it with whatever you decide to, but I've given you an opportunity to do it within a program that literally gives you benefit after benefit: meditation, I am affirmations, gratitude, asking yourself fact-finding questions. It's like, but you gotta, man, you gotta string it together. I told y'all some of the meditations, man, I spent 90 days doing just one of them. Stillness for me was a 90-day trial, dude. I had to do that for 90 days to really get into it, to really find out what was going on with that. I was like, nope, I'm doing it every single day for an entire quarter because I need to know. I need to know what this does. I need to know it like the back of my hand so I can speak to it. And that's what I'm encouraging y'all to do, but not for me, not for the program, for yourself. What is it doing for you? How is it benefiting you? And I did. I only broke it down to a week, so it's kind of hard to do that. But the entire process, though, the entire process of going through each of the days and being very consistent and being like, you know what, no matter what, I'm gonna show up with this. It's gonna turn you into a different person, dude. And for the better. It's gonna turn you into a different person for the better. Because all it's about is building your consistency muscle, which is going to compound at a certain point and then explode you into change, into positive change. And that's what you want. That's what you want, man. But yeah, really, really love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on here and sharing your energy with me. Again, if you want to get the V-neck, some clothes, just to represent, not going to be pushing it that much yet on social media until we get the whole charitable stuff set up. because I want a donation. I want a portion of you guys buying the clothes to go towards something charitable. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is what's going on, and I want people to copy that model. I'm not worried about it. I want people to copy that model because that's part of me changing the fabric of reality. So if you do that and it goes towards something charitable, guess what? That's what I want you to do. I want you to copy, right? I'm not worried about none of that, y'all. I'm trying to change the way people think. But yeah, really appreciate you guys again. Um, Oh, look out for me and Superman's interview today, y'all. Today at 5 o'clock, me and Superman did an interview, man. Firefighter Victor Malsom. Man, incredible interview, y'all. Some very, very life-changing information that he gave me. I was like, oh, okay. Very, very if you struggle with empathy, you'll want to see this. You will want to see this. It's a great interview. It's a great one. All right. But yeah, outside of that, not too much else going on besides me continuing to build this and continuing to look for the legends. So if you see them out there, let them know we're looking for them. All right. Always remember, mindset matters more than anything else. Love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of the day. I hope you had a great weekend, and we will see you again next time. Anytime. Out.